All right, fellow donut enthusiasts and Canadians only. If you're American, you must just turn it off. Tonight we are sampling two of legendary donutier Tim Hortons, a little-known independent retailer native here to Canada. That you know, not many have heard of this establishment, but I really think it's going places. Tim Hortons, you know, the old school donuts of yore that you might have been used to, they're like for children. They're for children and doddering old people. What the youths, and like not like children, but like youths with some buying power, with some of that sweet teen money and entry-level position money, OSAP funds, as it were. What they want are donuts that are more of the time and of the place. So tonight we'll be sampling two new flavors. The first of which we see here, this is coffee cake flavor. I imagine it'll taste like a coffee cake. The cake itself does not taste like coffee. This is typically a cake that one serves in accompaniment to coffee. So it's got some cinnamon, it's got some cake flavor. I believe it tastes kind of like sweet, and so we'll sample that. I'm not really sure what to expect. That flavor is really out there. You know, coffee cake is not something typically found at a Tim Hortons or really any kind of coffee place establishment. And then second, we have matcha coconut. Now, you know, knowing the clientele of Tim Hortons, highly experimental and worldly clientele that often, you know, explores flavors and profiles that are not perhaps mostly associated with Canada. You know, the maple dip and the Canadian maple, maple eclair, chocolate. Anyhow, adventurous flavors. So they're probably used to the idea of a matcha donut at Tim Hortons. I mean, coconut at least has been on the roster for some time. So let's get this party started. First off, we've got our coffee cake. Seems to be a cake donut rather than a yeast donut. So far, living up to the cake part of the name quite nicely. Let's take a look at the interiors there. A nice look, and let's get a, oh yeah, look at that. Well, time for the real test. Ooh. Time for the real test. All right, so I was incorrect. When they say that it is coffee cake flavored, what they truly mean is that this icing here, these little brown dots, that you see on the icing, that's actually coffee. And it tastes like cake with coffee on it. It's fine. It's cake with coffee on it. Oh, those cake donuts. I sure will suck the hydration right out of you. Next up is a yeast donut. Matcha coconut. Let's get that rip action. Oh, that's much more indicative of a yeasty filling. Here we are once again. It appears that there's no actual coconut aside from the one half that aesthetically has been dipped in coconut, and I find that disappointing. Half of the donut's just matcha, and the other half is matcha coconut. So to advertise it as matcha coconut is in fact a misrepresentation of the final product. But science prevails. Mmm. If there's one thing venerated Canadian coffee institution Tim Hortons has nailed, it is the subtle intricacies of the flavor of matcha. Mmm. Really driven home by the the coconut. Wow. Tastes a lot like coconut with a nice typical yeasty Tim Hortons donut under it. Feels like I'm right in Tokyo. Well, as soon as that's swallowed, I'm gonna take a bite of this other donut. Which is a shame because I'd be washing the taste of that superior matcha product out of my mouth. Well, that's it for Dan's Donut Hour. I hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time.